Two lovers from Montreal moved to the bush in rural Quebec. They are doing projects without any research, like cabin smelling arts and crafts. That's Cabbie-Style. That's Cabbie-Style. That's Cabbie-Style.
Welcome to another new episode of Cabbie-Style. I'm getting on a more regular Cabbie-Style routine now. I don't think I've ever filmed from this angle before. And you'll notice, maybe, check, I'm using a new microphone. I haven't used this one before. This is the one that we got for Christmas from Ollie and Simone. Check. So now I'm using this one, which is awesome. There's two little wireless ones like this. It's a beautiful day today. It's early March, but the weather has turned nice. It was like 10 degrees today. We just had daylight savings, so now it's light like this until after 7 p.m. I was at school teaching, then I drove all the way home. Now I still have like an hour and a half of sunlight. It's crazy. I'm gonna sit out in the sunshine and read my magazine like I always do. But first, I'm gonna put together my beautiful wheelbarrow that I got for my birthday. My family, they all chipped in. When I was imagining getting a wheelbarrow, I never thought it would be one this nice. This one's beautiful, blue. It says on it, landscaper wheelbarrow. That makes me think it's pretty pro. Never overinflate the tire. Never use an air compressor to inflate the tire. Never ride in a wheelbarrow. Tools required: 1 flat screwdriver, 1 adjustable wrench. Gonna go get that from my tool shed. 60-inch steel handles. A flat free tire. A tire that doesn't go flat. Flat screwdriver. Okay. Adjustable wrench. YouTube style, getting this other camera angle of me getting my tools. Not bad. And here it is, the beautiful completed wheelbarrow. And I built it with style. I wanted to show my new mug that I got from Allie's parents for my birthday. It's one of these mugs that has a heater in it. I actually got one of these. We got one for Allie's dad for Christmas, and he's obsessed with it. He got Allie's mom one, then they got me one. Just keep passing it on. The whole family is obsessed with having a warm cup. I'm for the ice storm tomorrow, just in case the power goes out and the pump from the well stops. I'm gonna fill. I have 3 of these 20-liter bottles. I'm gonna fill up with water. This memory I have of the 1999 New Year's Eve, the Y2K, when people thought that maybe the world systems were going to all shut down because computers are not programmed to go to the year 2000. I remember that year for some reason very clearly. We were at my Auntie Lana's house for a party, and one of her preparations that she had done for Y2K was she had filled up a bunch of containers with water, including she filled up their bathtub totally with water. Just to have some extra water just in case Y2K made the water stop. But I want to recommend that everybody gets one of these mugs if you can. We ask for it for a gift or something. You may think it's not very Cabbie-Style because it's a electric mug and you have to charge it. And it keeps your tea hot for super long. And that actually is kind of Cabbie-Style, having a nice warm cup of tea. I have just like an absolute ton of flashlights out here, so I'm charging up. Hey Jerry. I'm charging up the EcoFlow in preparation for the winter storm. Ideally this would charge from the solar panels, but the solar panels keep getting covered in snow, and with teaching and everything like that, I haven't had time to keep clearing the snow off. In between having the solar panels, having the battery bank, having a generator, having the well. I'm actually pretty well set up to last for a long time out here if the storm is really bad, because I can cook stuff on the wood stove and stay warm from the wood stove too. Okay, well, this is a natural segue. Another thing I did to prepare was I got some extra food. I already had a lot of this soup. It's like out here. I like to eat soup at the cabin. I just wanted to share my soup reserves. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cans of Cabbie-Style soup. And then 2 of St. Hubert soup, and then these real emergency reserves of Campbell's soup. I don't really like this soup that much. The initial ice storm was not actually that bad. There was not that much freezing rain. The power didn't go out, and they canceled school, so I got to stay home with Jerry. One thing that was cool about the ice storm was that there's still tons of snow out here, like 2 feet or something, but a layer of ice covered all the snow, which meant that I could walk on the top of it like I was wearing snowshoes, so I could kind of explore the forest. It was really nice. Crazy beautiful this morning, but so frosty. I'll have to check the camera to see who this was, but some little creature came walking through the woods over there and went tuk, 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 all the way over here last night, and then hopefully got something to eat. Unfortunately, food got all covered in snow, but then carried on walking out. So on the camera, I saw this cat. I'd never seen this cat before. I was so surprised to see it. It looks so nice. So yeah, just one sighting of this cat who came, ate some food, and moved on. I also started to see these bird feet on the snow, and also other signs of a big bird kind of messing with the garbage bags and stuff like that a little bit. And then on the footage, I started to see this raven. You see bottom right. He started showing up all the time on the camera. And I've seen him a few times in person as well. And he's just absolutely massive. I can't believe it. Just a gigantic bird. And so he comes and he eats the cat food and kind of scatters the cat food around. And then so I decided that I was going to give him my fruit and vegetable clippings instead. I thought for the raven, I'm going to cut him up an apple or 2. I can give him the stem of this broccoli, and I can give him like the not as good parts of the iceberg lettuce, the outside piece and the little stem thing. See if he wants to eat that. Okay, so here are all the things that I'm offering to the raven. Pieces of iceberg, broccoli ends, a couple cucumber ends, or apple pieces. It's a pretty good feast though. This is like a fine salad. Like I would put dressing on this and eat this. So he's a lucky raven. But the fruit and vegetables froze and they got snow on them too. So he came and he looked at it, but he never ate it. But I'm going to keep trying because I don't want him to keep eating the cat food because I want it to be available to cats. I also heard that ravens, if they feel like you're giving them food, then they might bring you a gift, like a shiny rock or something. And I would just love to get something like that and to put it in the cabin. And I also just like having the raven around. He just gives me a good feeling, and yeah, I just like seeing him and stuff, so I hope that he'll have some salad. And you can just never predict what these animals are going to do, because I put out the salad, and then this other cat, this orange cat, showed up that night. It looks like it was about 1 a.m. And then, okay, on that chair there's the salad, and he's kind of sniffing it, but I know he's not going to eat it. But then on the next chair over, there's a fresh thing of cat food. But he is too distracted by the salad, and so the cat's not even eating the cat food. It just doesn't really make sense. But I need to come up with a better system so that it's clear to the different animals what food they should be eating. Last week was crazy because school was canceled on the Wednesday because the ice storm, even though the ice storm wasn't that bad. But then the next day, My truck got stuck in the snow because I parked it more on the land than I usually do because I was trying to keep it away from the power line. I was worried it was going to fall in the storm. But I got stuck, and then the neighbor had to come with his tractor and drag me out and drag me towards the highway. And unfortunately, when he was dragging me, he kind of crashed into the truck and broke the brake light, and I had to order a new one. And then a few days later, there was so much snow, and the snow was on top of a thick layer of ice, so I kept getting stuck again. And this time, the neighbor with his tractor, I put my truck in neutral, and he just pushed me out towards the highway. And since then, I've been parking the truck more like near the highway so that I don't have to drive on this long snowy road so long because I'm really tired of getting stuck. And I signed up to run a marathon at the end of May, so I've had to start doing my training even though it's still winter, which kind of sucks. But it's also kind of fun, I guess, running when it's cold outside on the snow. And it's funny for me to see myself coming and going on the camera, wearing my shorts, and then here I am sitting on the beach chair, and my hair was totally full of snow, and my eyes were all frosted and stuff. It felt great. So this is take 2 with the salad. I had some scrap broccoli pieces, a quarter of an apple, and some old grapes. We'll see. I'm going to protect these more. Jerry, I'm going to protect these more from the snow. And hopefully we'll be able to see him eat some of them.
That's Cabbie-Style. That's Cabbie-Style.